Hello ladies and gents, let's talk about Dune. Now this is not the sort of roundup of the box office numbers. We'll do that tomorrow, but the numbers coming in are really strong. And I myself am actually really surprised by this, like hugely surprised. I want this movie to succeed, I want it to do very, very well. But I saw some of the predictions that were coming in, because there was a deadline report and it was saying mid 20 millions opening weekend, because it's opening in only 24 territories. Very, very small amount. Most of those territories are not big markets. Most of those territories have very stringent COVID restrictions. And I was like, God damn, mid-20s, that's good. Now we're getting some reports. It's supposed to be opening close to 40 million. Who could have ever seen that happening? I thought mid-20s would be good. It's blowing me away. And apparently blowing everyone else away. I said that really odd, didn't I? So let's take a look at the initial report. This was courtesy of Deadline. Now, again, you can see here, it's poised for 20 million plus early offshore debut. Only the beginning as global rolls out. Now, the global box office is not really rolling out. It's not opening up here for a really long time. Like we're not getting it here in the UK for a while. You guys in the States are not getting it. Big markets. It doesn't have a Chinese release yet. Big markets. The UK is not a big market, but it's a large one. People here like to go to the cinema and stuff. But this is what they were saying straight from the off. And again, some of this is really, really decent. Some of the stuff they're saying here. Like, it was supposed to be opening... So the Denis Villeneuve-directed adaptation of Frank Herbert's 1965 classic will be playing in just 24 markets this weekend. 24 markets. Norway... I went on a live stream with Andre. Side note, hilarious. Everyone that thinks we hate one another. We're good mates. But I went on a live stream with Andre... And, even he's freely will admit Norway's not a market. Like, it's barely a blip. It's not a market. But it's they've smashed it. Norway smashed it. Everyone else has smashed it. Apparently France has smashed it. Everyone is loving it. Which is hugely surprising, but very, very reassuring. It's nice that this kind of movie can succeed. And obviously, we don't know yet. This is tentative, this is sort of early reporting, but it's looking really positive. And that just gives me hope that one, we'll get a sequel. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Seeing as this is the only first half of the book. But it gives me hope that we can have other movies that aren't superhero movies that succeed for a change. And anyway, they continue. So 24 markets, beginning offshore rollout tomorrow. This was on September 14th, so 3 days ago. Of the majors going this session are France, Germany, Russia, Italy and Spain. Now France has huge COVID restrictions, but apparently they've smashed it as well. France has major COVID restrictions. They got vaccine passports, the lot. Our industry sources are projecting a launch in the mid 20 million range. So that's what it was noted as, mid 20 millions, which is crazy. And then they only had 150 IMAX screens, which is actually a really small amount. That's a really, really small amount. And they compared it... Basically, they compared it to Black Widow and Blade Runner 2049. Black Widow taking 22.8 million and then 24.4 million respectively, adjusted for inflation. They're not great. They're not great comparisons. But yeah, mid 20 millions. I was like, that's going to be great. Because it's opening in no markets. But then we come to this, which is what it has been hitting. And I'm even more surprised. Even more surprised. So, here we have it, hitting... Dune is not scheduled to hit theatres in the US and the UK until October 21st. That's really, really slow off the mark. Painfully slow. Also, we do have a Jasper cameo, just as a quick heads up, for those that want Jasper. He's here. But Denis Villeneuve's highly anticipated sci-fi adaptation began its international rollout in several locations on Wednesday. 24 locations. Not huge, very small, tiny markets. Now, but it's off to a really strong start. So according to the box office reports, the movie has taken in approximately 8.5 million from 24 markets around Europe and East Asia by close of business on Thursday. What? So they opened on Wednesday, but close of play on Thursday already took 8.4 million. That's mental. That's so very good. And it says, while today's figures, and this was done on... No, this was done... Yeah, this was done today, actually, sorry. No, 2 days ago. That's me being an absolute pleb. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 17th. Now we're the 19th. So, now it says, while today's figures have yet to be finalised, it could now be heading towards a potential $35 to $40 million opening. But obviously remains to be seen. But pre-sales, and this is the thing, in the likes of France and Italy and Germany are said to be through the roof. What's so good about them? Why are they suddenly killing it? It's so confusing. Again, I want it to succeed. I just didn't think it would. I just genuinely didn't think it would. But this, to me, shows a sign, you know, a bit of a change. And this is, this is the rising tide bringing up all ships, you know? Because this is nothing but positivity. And I said that when Shang-Chi did well. Like, people have disputed whether it did well or not. It doesn't matter. I said Shang-Chi reportedly doing well is that, you know, raising tide, lifting all ships up. Because then we had immediately announced from Sony, oh yeah, you know, Venom? Yeah, we're bringing it forward. You know, we delayed it. Now we're going to bring it forward now. Because they saw confidence in the box office for a change. And then they're like, yeah, sure, no worries. This is, again, going to be really positive for the box office and everyone else releasing their movies. This is nothing but positivity for the market. And still, again, still genuinely surprising, but nonetheless. Now, they say, of course, the big question is how will Dune fare domestically? There is, understandably, a lot of uncertainty surrounding the film's box office performance, with growing concern that a sequel won't be greenlit. Most people don't know about that, though. They don't even know that this is part one. So I don't think that that's really a cause for concern there at all. Now they say, you know, if part one doesn't prove to be at least a moderate success for Warner Brothers. But apparently they're looking to just do it anyway. That's what we've heard. They've taken this as like some sort of lost leader and they'll just continue on anyway. Which is strange because this is a very expensive movie for them. Legendary. Warner Brothers is the distributor. Villeneuve seems confident that he will get to make his follow-up. However, as it recently came to light that diminished box office returns won't necessarily prohibit him from moving forward with a sequel, as long as the movie is a hit on HBO Max. So this is the thing. HBO Max are like, yeah, we'll do it. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. And then we got Hans Zimmer saying the sound of Dune movie wraps itself around you in a way that I haven't ever experienced before. And now you finally get to hear it. The Dune movie score is available wherever you stream music. Nice to see. There's nothing else really here. I think this is great. A 40 million opening. Yeah, man. Now, we don't know. We'll see tomorrow, and I'll do another video on it, I'm sure. But this is really positive stuff. Really, really positive stuff. So what do you guys think? Have you seen it? Because I don't, you know, we don't just have Americans here following me on this channel. We do have guys from, well, around the world, around the globe. So I'd love to hear what you guys think of the film if you have seen it. I know Andre's seen it. He sung its praises. He says it's a good film. So I'd love to hear your thoughts if you have had the chance, the amazing chance to see it. Let me know down below in the comments. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. And for returning subscribers, I've got memberships open. I know that annoys some of you. But look, I'm going to promote myself. Who cares? I have memberships here on the channel. If you think watching and supporting me is worth at least 99 pence a month, please do sign up. It supports me in my endeavours to entertain you. And it creates, it removes the shortfall that YouTube has from not notifying you of content, basically. Also, I've got a second channel. It's a car channel. You might have seen this on the wall. It's a Datsun 510. I love me my cars, especially Datsuns. But if you check it out, the link in the description box, head on over, subscribe. You might enjoy that channel. A lot of good stuff happening on there coming up soon, actually. A lot of very interesting stuff, racetracks and such. But cheers, guys. Take care.